Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Project Zomboid. I am the Creamy Dreamer, and today I'm going to be showing you what this game is all about. Okay, so here is where I can set up my sandbox options. Basically just what I want the world to be like. So for instance, zombies, I have them on shamblers, just they're the slowest type of zombies. Normal strength and everything. If I get bit, I'll die within 3 days. And I will quickly stand up as a zombie. I have their memory as long, so if I get spotted by zombies, I'm gonna have to try to lose them. They won't just wander away right away. I do have food and weapons on extremely rare and other on just rare. It's gonna be a harsh world out there. I'm starting on April 20th, so go ahead and rip your bong hits, and let's begin. Keith White. Alright. Nice and green. Perfect. Let's give him some chest hair. And some stubble. Perfect. Keith White we are. Now let's choose his traits. Okay, and here on this screen, we can choose what Keith used to be before the apocalypse. And here we can choose some individual traits. And you can see, for instance, if I choose the angler trait, it's going to take away 4 points from my 8 I have available, but I will be a little bit better at fishing. And then down here, if I want more than 4 points, let's say I'm a slow learner, I gain 6 points, and now I have a good 10 to spend. So that just shows you a little bit over here, like doctor has first aid bonuses, farmer has farmer bonuses, chef has cooking and blade bonuses, about what you'd expect for things. So I'm gonna whip up a character for Keith and show you what we'll have. Alright, so here is Keith White's character sheet. Before the apocalypse, he was a nurse, so he's a little bit lighter on his feet, and he's a little bit better with first aid. And over here, he's eagle-eyed, so he'll be able to see a little bit better than if he didn't have this trait. And I'll show you what that means with the vision cone then. He's a brave boy. He will panic a little bit less often. He's good with his hands, so I can transfer things between inventories a lot quicker, which is important in this game. I went to the Kentucky school for kids who can't read good, so I'm a slow reader. Smoker, which I love choosing this trait because it adds a little bit of role play, and it gets you a good 4 bonus points. I just have to find cigarettes, and that's not too hard in this game. And because I am the Creamy Dreamer, I am a real sleepyhead. So this is going to be Keith White, and let's see what happens to him in the zombie apocalypse. Okay, so I have just spawned into the world, and we are in a tiny little room here. Ooh, a couple of bullets. Neat to start out with, but you know how it goes with zombies and sound. So melee is usually the name of the game here. Speaking of sound, you can see how I'm spinning around like this. I'm holding right click. I can actually walk around normally, but when you hold right click, you're able to use your weapons, and it is considered sneaking. So I am moving a little more silently as I oddly slide around the world. And here is a little bathroom. You can't poop in this game, which is well, you can't poop in this game. So let's see if we can find some loot. Ooh, a can opener, that'll come in handy. Some cereal and some dry pasta. Gross. So not a whole lot of loot in this house. Maybe I have a shed or something. Oh, there's a fence all the way around here. Oh, and a zombie! Oh no, I don't have a weapon. Oh well, I'm gonna have to go out this way. Oh god, I hate being around trees. You can see, with the way the vision works in this game, you go too close to trees and you're just blind. Zombies can just walk right out at you. So like things like that trail are scary. Oh, but there's a house over there. And something like this fence will at least slow them down. So if like a couple come out at me, I'll probably be able to escape. I am quite a bit faster than them because I do have them on slow shamblers because, like in The Walking Dead, you know, they can just kind of hobble away from them. If they get too close, they do gotta take off a little bit. These guys throughout the day will, they'll mill about a little bit and they'll start to form up groups and little hordes. You know, like those guys are all just kind of their own little horde. And see, as these guys follow me and those guys leave, they'll separate into different little hordes, and these guys are fresh from the house, joining in on this horde. There's a little horde up there. Shit, there's a horde too. It's neat, but it's a little overwhelming. Especially when I don't have a weapon. And these guys, one of the advantages though, since I do have their memories set on long, they will search for me relentlessly, but you can see I ran up here and they are going to remember I'm up here for a long time. So if I were to sneak around, I could just dart right past them and they will continue coming up this way, and you can actually lose them that way, and that is pretty cool. One thing, you are generally safe to just kind of stroll around in this game, you know, as long as you're always staying aware. In like zombie movies, zombie shows, when people die, it's because they stop paying attention. They're like, oh, here I am, I'll let my guard down even for a second, haha, and then they get bit, and that's the end of their story. So it's the same in this game. You can survive for a really long time as long as you're careful, as long as you're actively paying attention, but there will always come a point when you are searching in the back of a car and you can't see behind you, and you're talking and recording a video and something sneaks right up on you and bites you and kills you. A map, perfect. I should probably leave this car before I guess they'll probably swarm that. Yeah, you'll let your guard down at some point and you will absolutely die. And that is what makes it so exciting, because there are times where you'll let your guard down, but you'll escape at the last second, and it's that super exciting moment that, like, that's what this game is all about. The times when you forget that you're playing and you let your guard down and something happens and you pull out of it real quick. So right now I have attracted quite a few friends. So now that I have them and they are all already kind of grouped up a little bit, I might try to lure them around here, and then I'm gonna try to lose them and maybe loot the building that's over to the left here. This is a little dangerous because, like I said, going through trees, or there's a dead body, going through trees, they can sneak right up on you. See, there's one. Oh, please don't let there be any through here. Okay, now they're gonna keep going down there, so I'm gonna try to sneak away. There they are. I got one following me there, and I can probably handle those guys if I find a weapon. You know I likes my sneaky boys, and this game is all about that. A warehouse! Oh, toit, I'm inside. Okay, now those zombies watch me go in, so they're gonna start pounding on the doors soon. So I'm gonna need to find a weapon. This warehouse is a good place to find axes and, you know, the general stuff that you would find in a warehouse. Let's see. Oh, there's a saw. I'm actually going to grab that even though I don't even have a bag yet, just because they are very useful. I can always come back for nails and... Oh no, they're in. They're in, but they don't know where I am in here. So they will mill about in here a little bit, but they might also just hang out at the front. So I need to quick get a hold of a weapon. Oh, I'm begging for... Oh, they're leaving. Must have heard zombies outside walk by. A shovel, that'll do. Alright. Let's go. Oh, there's one coming in up there. See, and that's the thing. She wandered in through that upper part of the building. If I was still searching for weapons, both of these guys would have come out of nowhere. Ah, and snuck up on me. Ah, eat dirt. My name's Keith White. And, fuck what you heard. Oh, I'm gonna take a sippy sip of water. Some tater chips. Perfect. Alright, let's, anybody in here? No, we're clear. Alright, while I have a second, let me take a little pepperoni and cheese at my map. Oh. It is, March Ridge. Shit. So, this is, actually a different town in this state. Right now I am in moldy old Kentucky, and this is March Ridge, Kentucky, so that's just another area in this state. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that in the trash. Let's see if we can deal with the zombies that are outside here. Oh, there they are. It looks like they must have heard those guys milling about and they left outside through the windows to go join them. Very cool. So we are currently safe. I'm going to quick look through these boxes, see if I can find an axe. I found 12 shotgun shells, which is nice. A needle and thread, which will be good if I get injured. I need to sew myself up, and that's it. I didn't find any hammers. I didn't find an axe. I didn't really find what I was looking for. So that kind of sucks. Let's see if we can go out this way, since we know there's a horde down there. Okay, so we are at least relatively safe right now. Let's see if we can... Oh, it's unlocked. Nothing. Sometimes these cars will have, their keys will be on a zombie nearby, sometimes a building nearby, sometimes they'll be in the car, sometimes they'll be on the ground. So, you know, if you see a car in fairly nice condition, you might want to check it out. Maybe kill the zombies near the cars, just in case they have the key. Oh, these guys are going easy. Well, easy-ish. There we go. Once you hear that pop, that is when you know they're dead. Okay, they did not have car keys on them. Alright, this car looks like it's in pretty good shape. A little scratch on the back, some broken windshield. Oh, it is unlocked. Oh, shit! A key! What is it? Dodge Dart!
Oh! Oh, is that a Dodge Dart?
It looks like it is completely out of gas down here. So it might not start. I guess while we are safe, we will take a little look at the internals, see if everything is drivable. So the brakes are a little shot, but all in all, it looks like it should drive. It's just a matter of if it has enough gas to start. Now, this is where you gotta ask yourself if you really want to try to start this car right now, because right now, there are only those two zombies that I can see. There might be some hiding behind here. And when I try to start this, it is going to make some noise. And it looks like it might not have any fuel, so it might not go anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and try, though. See if it'll start, maybe have a little gas. Shit, well, at least the battery's good. Oh, the engine just turned to red. Shit, can you flood the engine in this game? It doesn't have any fuel at all. So we will have to remember where this car is, come back. I think the key stays in it. Yeah, it sure did. So even if this character dies, if we come back into the world, the key will still be in that car. And if that character finds some gas, they'll be able to bring it there. Which, it's also a good idea to make some stashes, like in the trunks of cars, for either for this character or for another character. You know, if you find some food items that you don't currently need, make little stashes around the world, because if you are out here and you find yourself in some trouble, that can really pull you out of a bind. Ooh, look at this horde over here, starting to build up. And we knew there was one down here. Look, they're starting to crawl all over. They'll eventually probably end up in that building, so that building is just as unsafe as can be. And I just leveled something up. Light-footed. Okay, very cool. So that sound cue means something was leveled up. And as you can see, I already have 1 yellow box in light-footed and 2 in first aid. And if you remember, I chose nurse as my previous profession, so I got little bonuses to there. And you can see these gray bars, they creep up as I'm doing different things. And as I've been bashing zombies, my accuracy, maintenance, guard, those all go up. And once those gray bars are full, I get a little plus sign like that. Click it, and now I have another yellow bar there, so I am actually leveled up there. And light-footed, I'll just make less noise while sneaking. Nimble is how quickly I can move and sneak, and then sneaking itself is how effective my actual sneaking is. Look at that, right in the face. Very nice. Very clean kill. As I use this shovel, you can see the condition is starting to go down. It was pretty high when I first picked it up, so this shovel will break. and at this point I will be left without a weapon. So I don't want to engage anybody unless I absolutely have to. You can see we are on edge. I would like to find some beta blockers if possible. Oh man. Because that will reduce that debuff up there. Keeping depression and anxiety down help your character operate a little bit more efficiently and more effectively. Okay, so I recognize this place. I came up from the lower right here and came up this way, and that's how I got to that warehouse. Okay, so I'm starting to get my bearings a little bit better. So I guess that house with the fence around it, since I'm nearby, I might as well try to make my way back there and set up a little base of operations from there. I didn't want to get that close to these guys. My shovel is still not great condition. I don't want to lose my only weapon here. What would be real nice is if we could set off a house alarm somewhere nearby and pull all the zombies to that area. Or if I could get a hold of a gun, I could fire off a few shots far away from my house and lure them all away. Okay, so I believe right up there, yeah, that I think is where the house with the fence around it is. So I'm going to actually start luring these guys away over here. And this is always a risky thing to do, intentionally pulling as many zombies as you can. You're faster than them and you are smarter than them, but there is only one of you. Unless you're playing cooperative. Okay, now I'm realizing I kind of cornered myself. So I'm gonna see if hopefully I can go through this house. Yes, nice. I'm gonna close that behind me and they are gonna stack up there and I can slip away. Oh, he saw me through the window. She did not see me. I'm just gonna try to slip away. And I just turned that whole horde into, oh, he didn't even follow me, into no zombies. See, he started following me and heard that other one banging, and that was more interesting to him. And then he decided that it actually wasn't, and he's gonna come back. But he lost track of me. That banging brought him back. And that's the thing. They are more interested in noise more than anything else. So other zombies making noise can actually be used to your advantage. I don't like how many trees there are around this area, because they could just swell up in there. One day I walk outside and get jumped. Okay, so let's see if we can pull any more zombies out from the trees. I didn't really want 3, but I guess we might be able to handle them. Okay, number 1. Very nice, very clean. Number 2. There, she's down, and perfect. And we have a little area cleared, at least around the front. We'll have to clear the back eventually. But right now, we are in good shape. These zombies, as they decay over time, they'll affect my health. And obviously, it's not good to have rotting corpses just hanging around. Now, I do have this shovel, so I can dig graves and dump them in. But because this shovel is my only weapon, I don't want to ruin the condition of it. So I'm going to go ahead and pick these little guys up. Now, while I'm carrying this corpse, I am weighed down, you can see. And I don't have my weapon equipped anymore, so I am pretty defenseless. I can shove, but that's about it. Okay, so looks good. I'm going to make my little refuse pile right here. And time to get the rest of these corpses. Okay, so my little corpse pile is done. That is outside here, and it's gotten dark. I'm starting to get a little peckish, so I'm going to go in here, drink some water. Okay, I'll just drink from here. I have some food, so I am going to actually just eat these chips right away because I'm only peckish. Only half the bag. This food's a little more rare. And, oh, I still have that cereal. Okay, so I've organized some of my stuff. I kept this padded jacket for when the winter months come. Just threw some crap I don't need right now into a drawer. Kept all my food in here. I found a mug, so I filled it with water at the sink for when the water does shut off. I'll have a little bit. I mean, I need to find bottles and jugs to, you know, fill that sort of thing up. Mugs don't hold a whole lot, but you know, that'll do for a drink when I need it. So yeah, I am gonna, I suppose, sleep the night off, since one of my character traits is sleepyhead. So let's see what happens tomorrow.